We both met at our friend's birthday party, which would have been like a few days ago now.
Yeah.
I guess we would have met almost like 5 years ago, I think.
You met the future?
No, we met like, yeah.
Stop.
Hold on.
You have a thing on your face.
Hi, I'm Jordan.
And I'm Allie, and we're
Pentakill Cosplay. We've both been cosplaying now for about 4.5 years.
And you can find us on all social media at Pentakill Cosplay.
So we both make up Pentakill Cosplay, and we have from the beginning. I'm more the engineering side of things. That's where my education background comes from. Allie's the artist.
Yep, I'm a classically trained artist. I've gone to school for 4 years for it now, so that's where we differ.
Yep. So I'm more of a technical guy. I got to do numbers. I got to have measurements, and Allie is
Faith, trust, and pixie dust. Hand me an X-Acto knife and some foam, and I'll make it.
the magic happens.
Yeah. And in this one, in this competition, the Masters of Cosplay, Jordan's the one in hot water.
Yeah, I'll be taking the reins on this costume.
Yeah. So that's when I'm out.
No. I've been cosplaying for 4.5 years. I started at Fan Expo, I believe it was in 2012, and my first costume was a Riddler. It was a much worse version of this with an oversized suit from, I believe it was Value Village, that we painted question marks on, and we were able to create a costume in 3 days, which has never happened since. So what appeals to me is just being able to start a project and a goal, and I guess your end product is yourself, because you're showcasing all this hard work you've put into something. And it's something, when you're creating a costume, usually it's some character that you're passionate about, and then when you make this wonderful costume, you've just built yourself into a piece of art, and then other people are like, hey, that's the Riddler. I love Batman myself. I'm gonna go talk to that Riddler and we're gonna become best friends. And you create a whole new community of friends and just fun things to talk about. And then I think the best thing is just having a whole new group of friends in a community that's so passionate and positive that it's just something you want in your life. My favorite types, I seem to have a trend with League of Legends characters, and as well as monsters that aren't so human apparently. I have the Riddler, which is my most human and one that I do like to wear when I'm lower energy. And then there's ones like Aatrox and Zaraph, which are this winged creature and a fire being, basically. And I just love doing armor type builds on stuff like this. My favorite material is definitely EVA foam. I do like working with a bunch of different materials. I've definitely used thermoplastics, which you just end up putting around foam, and it's a nicer, more durable finish and will last you a little bit longer. I've worked a little bit with fabrics. I've done a little bit of hand sewing, but I can't use the machine to save my life. And I've also used a lot of contact cement. That stuff is strong, but it keeps the foam together and it does wonders, and it lets me do a whole bunch of crazy things at cons. This was the sword to Aatrox. This is probably around the same size as the wings, so you can get an idea of how big it is. It's basically, the sword is the size of me. One of the most important things that we learned with this one is sometimes you gotta make things in 2 pieces so that they can fit in your car, or in a hotel room, or in wherever. So that's a big lesson to learn if you're trying to start off with a big cosplay. And then keeping them together is another issue as well.
This is the one that most people know me by. My Vi gauntlet. I'm actually going to put it on the right hand this time. It lights up. I have 2 little switches back here. On the inside I have a light switch to turn on the fan because it's very warm. And then all of my fingers move. So they all move individually. You pull them down pretty far. They're all fun. They squeak a little though. They're super light. They're super, you can chuck them around and stuff.
Then my last guy here, just after a few costumes, this is all EVA foam. You can kind of see on the inside there, it's all like kids' play mats and garage mats and whatever, just all painted. And this is kind of what you kind of work up to. Spray paint little buttons and glue them on, and it's just all the little details that even people may not notice. They just come together and they just make this really cool helmet that just kind of fits on your head, and you're a Spartan, or I've been confused for a character from, what is it, Skylanders?
Skylanders,
Skylanders
oh yeah.
character, and then or your Zaraph from League of Legends. So sometimes there's versatility in your costume. If you want to cosplay, whether you have a group of friends that want to do it with you or not, you are going to meet somebody at the convention who shares the same passion you will. So your first step is just doing your research, figuring out what character you want to do. If you see somebody else has done something very similar to what you want to do, just message that cosplayer. The community's great, and they will normally give you hints and help on, hey, just pick up some foam, here's how I did it. They may even have their own process, and you can just talk to them and then just get on the ball and just do your best. Trial and error, that's one of my ways of doing it. I'm Jordan, and I want to be your Master of Cosplay. Follow me at mastersofcosplay.com.
It's a hobby first off, as far as like I get to spend time with my friends and I get to do all of these new characters that I love, but at the same point, in terms of costume making, that's my job. That's my life, that's my bread and butter, that's my work, everything else. So they kind of intersect in the end, but I'm still able to have fun with it as much as I did when